In this video, I'm gonna show you step by step how to set up GoHighLevel AI voice agents, answer calls, follow up with leads, and book appointments automatically. So to access your GoHighLevel AI voice agents, you're gonna come in your GoHighLevel sub account, you're gonna go right to AI agents, and then you're gonna come right to voice AI. I wanna let you know before we jump in, a lot has changed with this. It is way more powerful. So whether you're beginner or advanced, you need to watch this and pay close attention because these AI voice agents have upgraded so much as you see right here. So the first thing you need to do real quick is just make sure everything is enabled in labs down here. Now this may already be ready at the time of this video, but it'll be this one right here. Turn it on. It may already be enabled, but just in case, turn it on. So the first big change is the way you get onboarded. So in here, we can actually talk to this orb, which I'm going to show you in 1 second how to do, which can actually build the basics of your AI agent and help you demo it right here. It's so cool. But in this video, we're going to start from scratch because I have 2 free AI prompts here that I'm giving you right down below, completely free. You don't even have to sign up with my affiliate. And these are going to help you build this lightning fast and make it actually good. So the first thing you can do is you can test this. And again, this is just to essentially help you onboard it. So let's test this right here. And it can build it too, but we don't want it because it's kind of bad.
Hey there, welcome to Brighton & Sons Electric. I'm your AI assistant. I can book appointments, answer questions, and take down
onboarding.
details. What would you like to try?
Essentially, I just want to see how you book an appointment.
No problem. Let's walk through a booking like a real customer would. What day works best for you? I've got openings at 10 a.m., 2 p.m. and...
Let's do 10 a.m. Let's do 10 a.m.
All right, so you'd like to book a 10 a.m. slot. Was that for today, Friday, April 10th, or another weekday?
C.
Just to clarify, did you want to book for Monday, April 13th at 10 a.m.?
Yes. That's perfect.
Great, you're down for 10 a.m. on Monday, April 13th. Can I get your name for the booking?
Yes, Declan the Wizard.
Got it, Declan the Wizard. And what's the best email for your confirmation?
Actually, can we just skip straight up to building this thing?
Absolutely, we can jump right to setting up your agent. I'll set it up with the basics. It'll collect caller name, email, and address on every call. Should callers be able to ask to speak with a real person, like a human handoff?
No.
All right, no call transfer, just the basics. Anything else you'd like, or should I go ahead and create it?
No. So we're going to stop here. But what it will do is it will go and create a basic bot. Now, the problem is it creates it with a different formatting that's literally actually slower than creating from scratch. It may get to the point where it can create it really good, but honestly, these free AI prompts can make it lightning fast and just as good. So we're not going to go through with that, but this is great to demo and test and get the basics. And we got this cool page here where we essentially see the power of it. High level just keeps upgrading. I absolutely love this. By the way, when I'm going into this, if you guys have questions at all during this video or you're confused at all, drop a comment down below and I will answer personally. So we have 2 different options here. We can start from scratch, which is what we're gonna do, or we can explore templates. So if we click this right here, it's gonna show a bunch of pre-made templates. Honestly, right now, I don't recommend using this unless you have one that's really, really good because we can create one that's much better and we can just duplicate it and have infinite, which is what I'm gonna show you how to do. So we're gonna click create from scratch, create custom agent, and we're gonna click continue. So here we are. This is the updated builder. It is everything on one page. So again, like I said, there's been a lot of updates and this changes it and makes it easier and better. So let me show you the old way. It looks like this, okay, where it's multiple different pages with multiple different little mini dashboards. This is all in one place. So it's a simpler build out, but also they've kind of upgraded a lot of stuff and they made these way, way better. And again, these prompts down below, we are going to bust this out fast. So first thing you need to do is you need to name your agent. We're going to name it Maria. You put in whatever name you want. You're going to leave this the same. Then you're going to pick your voice. This is really important before we get started. This is the voice of the AI bot. And to demo this, you click the voice and we can try it out. So we can click Dakota.
The 90s were fun because it was...
We can click Hope.
Okay, so this might sound silly.
We can click Aaron.
Hey, my name is Aaron, and this is my natural...
And we can go through and we can just click which ones we want. We can also do providers, so 11 Labs, OpenAI, Cartesia. Language, how do we want? So we want to turn to, whatever language you wanted to speak. We're going to stick with English for the video. Accents, so you can filter by that. And then genders. So through here, you can pick how you want it to sound and then just go through and scroll. Quick pro tip, pick the high quality ones, toggle this on. It's much better. Hope is a great one. It just sounds really real, so we'll stick with this one.
Okay, so this...
So we'll click it, and then we'll click Save Voice. And we can always change this later. But again, you just click this and pick the voice, and you're good to go. So we now have Hope. Language, pick the language right here. and then we're good to go. So now our first step is to use our AI prompt to build this out, then put in the welcome message. Then I'm going to go through what all of this means. I also want to let you guys know, I'm going to show you in real time, not only how to demo this thing, but this is something that no one else does on YouTube that I do that I think you're really going to like, is I'm going to show you how to test and tweak at the same time. I call it the TT method, which is really, really cool, meaning I will show you really quickly how to make it speak faster, how to make it speak slower, how to make it sound better in real time, so you can be like, oh, that's how we fix it. Because a lot of people will build this and then they'll get confused and then they'll be like, wait, why does this sound weird? I'll show you how to tweak it in real time. So first things first, we have to get this master prompt dialed in, and look no further than this amazing prompt that is right down below for free. Again, you do not even have to sign up with my affiliate. It's just yours completely free. So we're going to copy this entire thing. We're going to click copy. We're going to come to ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, Bard, Claude, whatever you use. And we're just going to fill in these things. So bot name, Maria. Company. Okay, so you're going to put whatever your company name is right in here. We're then going to put business type. It is electrical. Again, that's niche. Services, we're just going to do electric work and light bulb placement. Again, you put in whatever it is. I'm just doing this for the sake of the video. Personality, we're going to do caring and professional. I mean, you guys see how easy this is? You're literally just putting this in right here. And then tone, we'll just do warm. You can just leave what we have here. Professional and approachable. Do you see how easy this was? That's all we had to do. Now, this entire thing will fill out and create it for us. So then we click enter. And the whole idea is to work smarter, not harder. And then once we have this ready, it's going to basically pre-build out this entire thing. So all we have to do is copy and paste. Again, we're working smarter, not harder. And these prompts are golden because they're going to give you a really high quality voice agent like that. Because my whole goal is to have you guys bust these things out in minutes. I don't want you spending hours going through this. Now, this part, I will be explaining this slowly. When you understand this, you'll be able to build it much faster. But in this video, I'm going to explain this slowly so you understand. But here it is. It is all ready and all done. Look how simple that was. We're going to come all the way down, and we're going to copy this entire thing. I mean, you see this? It's so good. It's just so good. We're going to come right back. We're going to get all of this. We're going to delete this, and then we're going to paste our new AI agent right there. See how cool that is? Boom, boom, boom. We got it all, and we are good to go right here. This is the opening message. So, hello. It's going to be the first thing it says. We're going to just leave this. This is perfect. Then we're going to click save. Boom. We're saved. Part number 1 done. You see how fast that was? Yes, that is how easy this is. Again, these free prompts are right down below. They're yours. Just have them. I want you to make your life easier. So now that we have that done, we now need to go through all of these. Now, I obviously am going to take a slower time explaining these so they make sense. But in reality, once you understand this, it's just boom, 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 and you're done. Also, I have a 30-day free trial of HighLevel down below where you get a bunch of bonuses. So check that out if you're interested. First thing we're going to be going over is actions. So these are things that the agent can do. Very, very important. So if we click new action, you will have all of these options. So number 1, we can do a call transfer. This will transfer a call either to another bot or let's say human. We have trigger a workflow. And by the way, I'm going to open these up and walk through them in a second. I just got to explain them first. Trigger workflow is when someone says what in the conversation, it will trigger a workflow. Okay. Send SMS is while it's talking, it might send them a booking link via text message. You have to have that set up. Update contact field. This can switch, contact fields within a contact in HighLevel depending on what you want to do. Appointment booking. This is how you get it to book on your calendar. Custom action, which is kind of a custom thing you can dial in. And then add MCP, which is adding further AI actions. This is more technical. So for each of these, they're very similar. It's kind of a basic grid and you follow. So call transfer, if we click this, we click the action name. So we put in exactly what it would be. So transfer call, pick the exact phone number you want to go to. This can go to a personal phone number. And then this is the important part. And this is kind of how all of them work. There is a part where these actions take place. So you could say, when they say, send me to the manager, when they say, send me your product list, whenever they do X, you want to list it out here because the AI agent will go, okay, they just told me to do X. Now we transfer. So whatever that is, you put that in and then you click save and you're done. Simple as that. That is how you do the call transfer. Now, all of these are very similar. We go to trigger workflow. It's the same exact thing. Put in the name, we pick the workflow you want, and then when does it trigger the workflow? Is it when they pay? Is it when they say goodbye? When does that happen? Very simple. You put the same thing in, you click save and done. By the way, if you guys have questions, drop them down below because I know sometimes this gets confusing, but this is very, very simple the way this works. Send SMS. It's the same thing. You put in the name, which is sending an SMS, the exact message you want to send, and then when does it take place? Is it when someone says, give me the booking link? Is it when someone hangs up? That's when you do it. And then you can have it say right before it, what do you want them to say? They can say, okay, I'm going to send you a text message, they being the AI voice agent. Again, same thing. You pick, you click save, and then you're good to go. We then have right here, update contact field. You pick either during the call or after the call. pretty self-explanatory. Action name, same as before, and then pick the contact field you want changed. So do you want their state to be changed to Florida when it's Virginia, or however you can dictate that? Click save and you are good to go. We then have appointment booking. This one's really important. This is if you want to book an appointment. So we click this and then we pick the exact calendar we want. We click the calendar, we click next, and then there's a couple options you're going to want to go through in order to booking appointments. This is what most people use this bot for, so this is a really important part. But you're going to do number of days that it's offering. So this is the number of dates that are available. Appointment slots per day. You want to have 9 appointments booked or 3. You just put in the number you want, and then hours between slots. So how much in between each booking, and you put that right here. Then you click save. And then you'll see right here, once the action is dialed in, it'll pop up like that. And if you want to edit it, we click this, and we can come right back, or we can just delete it and it'll go away. So if we click this right here, and we come right over here to multiple calendars, we can actually pick from multiple calendars. So if you have a bunch of different calendars, say you're a hair salon, you're going to want that. So the bot's like, okay, we got the balayage calendar, we got the cut and color, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. It can pick from those. So that's when multiple calendars becomes very handy, and that is all through the actions. But then we have custom action. Okay, so this is just really a custom thing. So pick the action name again, put it in, when it takes place, say what it is. And then right here, you're going to basically what it says before the custom action. Then you need to come in, and this is where you have API and a little bit of code to figure out exactly what you're trying to do. I don't do a whole lot of this, but this can be very handy if you're doing more advanced stuff, and you would just put in all the API stuff and all the other stuff needed to essentially give you a custom action. This could be stuff like calculating stuff. I mean, it can be all kinds of different stuff. It just depends on you. So if you have questions about this exact custom action, drop in the comments down below. I got you covered. And last but not least, we have add MCP. This is for adding extra stuff. So this is like a server and AI. This is also more complicated. And as you see, it's a lot of extra stuff. I have more videos on this. I can help you out. If you have questions, drop it down below and I will hook you up with the video. The reason I'm not going to go through all this right now is because this is kind of something different, and this is for more advanced stuff. Again, there are people that need it. That's why I'm recommending you drop a comment so I can hook you up with it. But this is definitely a more advanced thing for if you're plugging in other AI and other software. So that's all of the actions. That's how all of the actions work. Now we go on to knowledge base. Okay, so this is where you pick the brain of your AI agent. So this is like how it works. By the way, I'm going to give you this AI prompt for free. That's going to help us breeze through this. But if you already have a knowledge base, you're going to click this and you're going to click that one. Boom, you're done. That's it. You don't have to go through and build it. If you do not have a knowledge base, we're going to click this and we're going to click create new, and it's going to bring us to another tab, and I'm going to show you how to build this lightning quick. So the first thing we're going to do is click create a knowledge base, and we're going to name it. So we're just going to do Brighton Electric knowledge base. Put it whatever, and then just do Brighton knowledge base. And then we're going to add. So as you see right here, we have basically a bunch of different options, and people are like, well, what do I pick? Well, let me show you. Rich text is the fastest and the simplest, and I'm going to show you very quickly how to do this with my prompt. We're going to click add rich text. All we're going to do, okay, very simply, is we're going to do Brighton knowledge base, put your name in, and then right here, we're going to plug in all of our prompt. So this right here is completely free. It's right down below. It's my 2026 knowledge base prompt. Again, guys, work smarter, not harder. You're just going to come right through, and you're going to copy all of this just like this. We're going to copy, plug it right into whatever LLM you use, and we're going to just fill these quick ones out to give us an amazing knowledge base. And again, if you don't know what a knowledge base is, it is just the brain of the AI. It's what it pulls from, so it understands exactly how this works. So we're going to come right here, we're going to put the niche in. For this, we're going to do electrical, put your niche in. Business name, Brighton and Sons Electrical, put in your business name. Location, so put in your location. We're just going to do Winchester, VA. Service area, that will be also Winchester, VA. Now this will be all of them, so it could also be Manassas, VA. You put in whatever that is. Business hours, this is really important. We're through Fry, 9 to 10, or 9 to 5. Contact information, this is where you're going to want to put your numbers and emails. Really important. And then we'll do Brighton and Sons Electrical Pros 7 at Gmail. This is all fictitious, by the way, so if someone actually has this email, forgive me. Main services, again, put in whatever the main services are. We're just going to do electrical work. You're going to put whatever that's going to be right in there, and then you're done. You see how easy that is? You just put a couple things in, and then AI does the hard work for you. The whole goal with AI, real quick, just so you guys understand this when you're feeding it this stuff, is you want to give it the concise bullet points so you get a lot of leverage, and then AI does the work for you. But what a lot of people do is they do it the opposite way. They give AI a little, and then they end up doing the leverage and the hard work to try to get to do the thing. You don't want to do that. You just want to give it enough so it understands what to do, and then you're good. So then we're going to click enter, and it's going to spit out all of this stuff. Boom, look at that. We got all of it. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to copy everything we have just like this. Just copy everything because this is going to train this thing to be an absolute machine. So it knows exactly what to do. Come right back here to the knowledge base, paste this in. And then once it's pasted, come down to save, click it. And boom, there it is. We're done. We're good to go. And if you want to edit it, you can edit right there or delete it right there. And if you want to kind of test it and see how it is, you can ask this right here and test it. So now we have our knowledge base setup. You see how fast that was? Brain setup. By the way, again, these prompts right down below, completely free. So now that we have this knowledge base, we're going to come right back to this page, but you'll see it's not there. We'll click save. And then we're just going to refresh the page. And then we're going to come right back to knowledge base. We're going to click it and you'll see right there our new knowledge base appears. And all we're going to do is click it and then click save. So now our knowledge base is plugged in. And by the way, if you're like, there's no way this actually works, I will be demoing this after I set this up so you can see just how well this works. So now that we have the knowledge base style, then we now move on to some of the really important parts, which is how your AI voice agent sounds and works. So this is really important. So first is call settings. So first thing we're gonna be covering is maximum call time. This is how long the call will go. 15 minutes is perfect. Sometimes you don't want people to be yapping forever. I recommend either 15 or 10 minutes, and you can either do plus or minus to go up or down. Idle time and reminder frequency. So this is if there is a pause, okay, and you can turn this off by clicking this. But if you have this on, if no one says anything, okay, after 4 seconds, it'll go, hey, are you still there? And you can adjust how long. So after 7 seconds of silence, it'll talk, or whatever you want, going up or down, and how many times. So how many times will it keep doing it? So for example, if no one says anything, it'll do it once. But if you only have once, it just won't say anything until the other person speaks. Very important. This is what makes this human-like. A lot of people don't dig into these settings because they don't understand it. But I'm the wizard, and I'm trying to show you that this is how you get these things working amazing. These little things. So decide what you want, and then you're good to go. So end call after silence. So if it is 500 seconds after no one says anything, beep, beep, hangs up. 500 is way too much. I would do more like maybe 10 to 15 or 20 seconds and then wait before speaking. And this is great just to allow the speaker go first. So you pick how much do you want, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second. Again, for these, I recommend doing anywhere from 1 to 1.5. Sometimes more, just depending on how I want to do it. But there's other settings here I'm going to show you in a sec that really get this fine tuned. So again, for all of this, it is personal preference. But if you want someone to tell you what to do, I would do 15 minutes, leave this at 4, bump this up to 3, leave this at about 10 to 20, your pick, and then leave this at 1.5, 1, or 2. So if you want to be told what to do, that's what I would do. Again, it is up to personal preference. Then we have agent behavior. This is extremely important, okay? Extremely important. This is how you really make it sound more human-like as far as back and forth goes. Number 1, response speed. How soon after you ask it a question does it respond? Leave this at 1. You can go like this, but honestly, it's not it. You want this thing to immediately respond. If you want to make it just a little bit more dialed, you can do 0.9, but the whole point is as soon as they basically say something, how fast does it respond? Because a lot of people will leave this at like this, and no joke, someone will say something and it'll be like a pause and then it starts talking. Like, you don't want that. That does not look good. This right here, I would bump this up to 8.5. This is really important. A lot of people have this low and their agent just keeps talking. You go, hey, Maria, stop. And it just keeps rambling. You don't want that. That sounds so annoying. We hate human beings that do that. You ever have that when you ask a human being, hey, can I ask a question? And they just keep yapping. No one likes that. So, upping this is what's going to make it stop when you say something. Now, I would not recommend you have this all the way, because if you snap your fingers or cough or like move or budge, it's going to stop. So you too sensitive is like, bruh, it's just not enough. 75 is pretty good, or 8 is like the sweet spot. LLM temperature, this is how it's going to express itself. So the higher you have this, it's going to be like, how's your day, man? It's going to kind of sound a little weirder, but I would recommend having this at like 0.2. It's perfect. Then back channeling, you're going to want this, enable this, leave this at about 0.6, and you can add these in. What this is this it going, oh, okay, oh, okay, and it basically sounds more like a human. A lot of people don't enable this. I recommend you do, because it just adds a little bit, and it's not all the time, but the more you dial this in, it's how much it'll use. So anywhere from 0.3 up is good. And you can add in right here what you want to use, but it already has a bunch in there. So I don't personally do this. So you can put words. So you can do yeah, okay, plug in what you want to say, and it will do that. Again, this is only when it is essentially going back and forth and it's agreeing with you. So if you don't have this on and you disable this, when someone says, so does that make sense? It could go, pause, yes, or it could go, yeah, that makes sense. See how it sounds more human? And it doesn't just do it does a bunch of other ones. So again, leave this anywhere from here to that and you'll be good to go. Real quick, guys, in this video, once we're done with this, I'm gonna demo, then I'm gonna demo and show you a little trick where we can deal with these in real time so you can actually see the difference. No one else has done this on YouTube. I know I did it in one of my older videos, but I know this helped so much because I'm gonna show you exactly how this works in real time where it's like, oh, that's what the response speed means. You'll see. I'll show you, don't worry. But that, you just enable that on, then you're good to go. So this essentially is called transcription and speech. This is essentially how well it hears you. I would leave this as accurate. You can put in medical if you're doing healthcare, but other than that, I would just kind of leave this as is. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing custom because this is where stuff gets a little weird. Again, if you're trying to be like ultra in-depth, you can, but accurate is pretty solid. So again, this is what it hears you. So this is like, as it hears you, it responds. So for example, I'll make this a little more easy. If it's fast, it's gonna just hear, because it's taking everything as text, transcribing, and then talking to you. If you do it on fast, if you say hello, it's just gonna go hello and then say something back. If you're doing accurate, it's going to take a little bit more time to really understand what you're saying to give a better answer. That's where the hearing comes in. Like when you listen to someone more closely, you can give them a better answer as opposed to just rapid fire yapping. So leave it as accurate. You're good to go. Translation. This is only if you're not speaking in English. It'll give you a transcript. As you see right here, translation is only available when the agent language is set to non-English. So if we change this to, let's say, Germania, we can click target language and pick what we want. Easy as you like. Simple as that. Done. We're going to click save again. Always click save just in case. Then we have voice settings. Okay. So this is another thing that is really important for making this thing sound real. First thing we have is noise cancellation mode. So this is filter out unwanted background noise or speech. I would just do remove noise. It sounds good. Then you're going to want this on. It sounds way better. And I'll show you what this sounds like when we do our little demo tweak. But this is essentially the background noise. If you just have it silent, it's eerie. It sounds weird. Like when you talk to someone on the phone, it almost never sounds perfectly silent in the background. There's maybe a buzzing, a talking. This essentially adds a light background noise so it sounds human. So it could be a coffee shop, a convention hall, a summer outdoor, mountain outdoor. These, no one really talks like that. Out in the mountains when they do their sales calls. Maybe some people do. Static noise or call center, which is like, oh, you going to buy my shit? But I'll walk you through these in a sec. So what we'll just do is just coffee shop. That's a good one. And then essentially you have a couple different things. So we're going to want to tone this down just to 0.8. This is going to be the background sound. So this right here is really important. A lot of people skip out on these and they just sound really bad. Again, we'll go over this in the live test, but the voice speed is how fast it talks. So not how fast it responds, but like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? What are you doing? Like, you see the difference? Super fast versus slow. I recommend leaving this at 1 or 1.5. Sometimes it speaks way too slow. And part of the way we demo this and test this is we want to test different voices at different speeds because some voices sound better at other speeds. This is just a really big pro tip for you because I use these things all the time. Playing with the speed of the voice is really, believe it or not, what's going to make it sound real. Because certain voices, I've tested this and it's so interesting and I'll show you in a sec. When you use certain voices, when they're slower, they sound so robotic. Others sound real when they're slower. Certain ones, when they're faster, sound robotic, and certain ones, when they're faster, sound like a complete human. So that's going to be dialing that in. Voice temperature. This is essentially like the pizzazz of it. So we can go up or down. This is just going to be kind of like how it sounds. Is it more expressive? I would leave at 0.2 or really whatever kind of in this range. Don't go too high. Voice volume, I recommend cranking this thing up to like 140. We got a lot of people that are hard of hearing. You can never have too loud because they can always at the end of the day just turn down the volume on their phone. I recommend having this higher than not because when you can barely hear people, it is just not the move. Speech normalization, okay, this is basically with stuff with currency dates. Leave this on. This is important. Then dynamic voice speed. This will adjust speed based on what the user's saying. You want this on. This is important. This is like sales mirroring. So if someone's like, what are you doing? Blah, 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 it's going to basically match them. If you have this turned off, if they're going slower, it's just going to basically do whatever you have here. So that's basically the entire voice settings. Really cool. Post call. This is what after said call. So you don't have to pick anything, but if you want it to send a notification saying call is done, you can pick that to the users. If you want to send a workflow, an email, that can all be configured right here. So after the call, what do you want it to do? If you're booking appointments, you don't really need this because it will do that during the call, but you decide and then roll out like that. So again, if you want that off, you just toggle that. If you want it on, you pick what you want. want, and you click workflow. Again, guys, if you have any questions, comments, your boy will answer. System prompts. This right here, I recommend not messing with a lot because we already have this, okay? But you can go a step further and you can tweak the personality. But as you see, a lot of this is like already kind of dialed. This is one of the updates they made. And I've tested it, and it's actually kind of better to leave it as is because you'll see right here, it has a lot of like really good things that are already dialed with stuff like custom values and fields and date and time. I just don't recommend tweaking this. Now, you absolutely can if it doesn't work the way you want, but this prompt will take care of a lot of the basic way it sounds and acts. This kind of stuff is like super dialed in. I'll be honest, I think it's already good the way it is. If you want to change it, you can, but just remember in some of these, they got lots of custom values and fields and it might mess with it. But if you want to change it, you just delete and copy. It's just editable just like that. But again, proceed with caution because a lot of this stuff is where you get really dialed. Last but not least, we have outbound call settings. For this is really important. This is when the AI calls someone else, okay? Not the inbound. The inbound is when someone calls you, it answers. Outbound is it calling that. Now, this is really important. I'm going to be linking a video at the end of this video that's going to be going over outbound. Here's the reason I'm not doing this in the video. Outbound is not building a new agent. You can make any agent inbound and outbound. That's why we're linking at the end of the video. You convert them. So this, don't worry, I have you covered at the end of the video. That's why I recommend you watch that video because that video is going to explain how to quickly set this up. It involves verification and there's also some really cool updates like you can use your personal number. Really cool, right? But that's really simple. And again, that's going to be linked at the end and that's not rebuilding an AI agent. You don't have to learn how to build an outbound agent. You just have to learn how to convert agents. So that's really easy. And that video is linked at the end of this one. So that is it for the entire build section. You have now built your agent and you've got it dialed in. Now we move on to the final part before we demo, which is deploy. So this is where you pick the exact phone number, okay? So we're gonna pick this phone number right here, or you can buy one for $1. I know for outbound, you can put in your personal, but we're gonna click this and we're gonna click save. Then right here, you can enable AI agent as a backup to a phone number pool. This is if you have a call center or people already chatting and like you have employees. I recommend you do this and leave this on if you have that really handy. And then you can set working hours for the agent. This is just when it's available. We're just going to do this right here. I recommend doing all, but from there, you're good to go, and then you just click save. So that's essentially all you have to do to get this bad boy to work. It has now been fully configured and is ready to demo. It's that simple. Now, this is where this video is going to get really cool because I'm going to really show you how this sounds and how to tweak this and a bunch of other amazing stuff. And to be honest, the demoing and the tweaking is probably the most important part of this video, so you gotta pay really close attention now because this is where this gets amazing. Before I do this real quick though, if you're interested in learning how to build these even more and sell these further, I'm gonna give you access to my entire private community for free for 30 days if you use my high level link right down below, which is 30 days. In my community, which you will always get for free if you use high level under me, it's amazing. It's full of winners. You can talk to people. We got trainings on literally everything, snapshots, client getting systems. No one has more value, but most importantly, we have up to 7 live coaching calls you can attend every week for free. Yes, those are Zoom calls with me and all my other coaches who are world-class that I'm telling you right now know so much about high level and give you all the hand-holding you could possibly want. I'm telling you, no one gives away what I give away. This is the ultimate hand-holding experience. And we also, this is a really cool part, not only do we love helping beginners, we also have so many really big agency owners in here. So if you're advanced, we can help you scale. Yes, we got you covered both ways. And again, all of this community, these calls, these trainings, all of this is free right down below with that 30-day free trial so you can upgrade or start. And if you already have high level and you're fully upgraded, there's another link you can click to get in. So don't worry, I have you covered. It is amazing. You're going to want to check it out. Now, we're going to go into the important part, which is demoing this and then tweaking after demo and then some bonus stuff. So let's put in our number and let us get this thing demoed once and for all. So we're going to pick the exact number we want to do, and then we're going to put in the number here. Number in. Now let us do call me and let's run through this right now. Okay, we're calling. Let's see.
Hello, you've reached Brighton and Sons Electric. How can I help you today?
Hey, how you doing? Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Hi there. I'm Maria, here to assist you with anything you need from Brighton and Sons Electric. How can I help you today?
Hey, Maria. So essentially, my light bulbs are not working and I need them fixed ASAP.
Got it. That sounds frustrating. Let's get this sorted for you. Would you like to book an appointment with one of our electricians to take care of it?
Yes, please. Yes, please. But real quick, before I book, I have a quick question. Is it expensive to get your electrical work fixed? We're asking you questions.
Oh, Electrical work is an investment in your safety and your property. Fixing issues early can prevent costly damage later. While costs can vary depending on the complexity of the issue, we focus on providing reliable and professional service to ensure everything is done safely and up to code. Let me know if you'd like to proceed with booking.
Please, Maria, please.
Here are some available slots for today, April 10th, 4:30 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Would any of these work for you?
Yes, the earliest thing you have available would be great, Maria.
All right, I'll book the 4:30 a.m. slot for you. To confirm the appointment, I'll need your email address so we can send you the details. Could you please provide that?
Yes, the email address will be declanthewizard12348976444444483 capital D @gmail.com. Capital D, you can't have that.
Thanks for that. Let me confirm your email address to make sure I got it right. So it's DECLANTHEWIZARD 123489744444443 capital D @gmail.com, correct?
Yes, that's correct. What human would remember that? Never. Minutes.
You're all set. Your appointment is confirmed for today, April 10th at 4:30 a.m. We'll send the details to your email, so keep an eye out for that. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that is absolutely perfect, Maria. You're amazing. God bless you and have a great day.
Thank you so much for your kind words.
You see how powerful that is? That is amazing. That is the power of AI voice agents. That's the one we just set up. That's the one we just tested. I did that in minutes, and look how good it turned out. So now let's go into the calendars to see the booked appointment. So right in here, we're going to go right back. We're going to come right into calendars. We're going to go to a list view, and boom, look at that. Set it up, scheduled it. We are done and dusted. That is the power of these AI voice agents. It's just too good. Now, the one thing I want to let you guys know is that you're going to need to have calendars set up and other things. I have other videos on that, so make sure if you don't understand that, let me know in the comments so we can get that dialed in. Quick pro tip before I go into tweaking and demoing this thing live in a second, which is where we can like play with it and mess with the settings. If you ever want to build more AI voice agents, this is a hack. If you get one that works right, don't keep building more. Click this, click duplicate, okay? Rename, we'll do Rebecca, save, and then you essentially have another AI agent that has all the same settings. And then from there, you use these prompts that I've given you, tweak it, change it for another agency just doing this basic stuff so it has a different niche. And then you have multiple AI agents. You basically can build infinite in seconds. So with my prompts, you can build minutes, but with basically the duplication process I just showed you, you can build them in seconds. Guys, the reason this stuff is so cool that I'm showing you and these stuffs are hacks and work so well is because this is what I use in my agency. Like this is the way I do stuff because it saves time. And these are the kind of things where if you use this plus AI and plus my prompts, like you can build out world-class agents in seconds. I mean, it's just a cheat code is what I'm trying to say. It's a cheat code. But now that we have that dialed in, let's go into tweaking this thing live. So the key to tweaking live is to not use the phone call, but the web call one, which is basically the AI voice widget, which don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do in a second as a bonus. But do this because it's way easier because you don't have to put a phone number and call. And this is where we're going to test. So when we click this, it's going to basically start talking to us and we can test. So as you saw and as you heard before, the AI voice agent talked with a certain cadence and a certain speed. So let's go and play with this live. So let's come in here, agent behavior. Let's do this. We're going to move interruption sensitivity all the way down to 1. So watch this. We're going to click save. You're going to see what I'm talking about. And we're going to click start web call.
Hello, you've reached Brighton and
How you doing?
How can I help
Hey,
you?
how you doing? How you doing? Hey, can you book me an appointment? I'm going to interrupt it and watch. It's not going to respond.
Sure, I can help with that. Let me check.
So, you there, Maria? Maria, are you there? Maria, Maria, are you there? Maria, are you there? Maria!
Monday, April 13th.
Wait, see, I was yelling at it, and it just kept talking. Now, we're going to move interruption sensitivity all the way up, so we got to see how this thing is going to go. You guys see what I'm doing now? I'm tweaking live and testing right here, so we can tweak, test to get this thing sounding perfect. So we're going to new call, right?
Hello.
Hey, Maria, Maria. See how quick that was? How you doing, Maria?
Hi there.
Maria. See how much faster that is? You guys see that? Now it's immediately stopping. It's like, oh, you talk. Lord Declan. So we love that. That's what we want to see. We don't want it to be just talking over people because no one likes a rude person like that. But where we want it is about 7 to 8 because it sounds just good. So we're going to save it and then we're going to try this and we're going to test live. So let's see.
Hello, you've reached Brighton and Sunset.
Hey, Maria, are you there?
Hi there. Yep, I'm here.
See how much better that is? So boom, tested live. And you can play with all of these different features. And that's what I recommend you guys do. You play with them. So now let's tweak these so you guys can see. So right now we have coffee shop. Let's do convention hall. We're going to save and then listen to the background.
Hello, you've reached Brighton and Sons Electric. How can I help you today?
That's convention hall. You hear that? So now what we're going to do is we're going to do mountain outdoor. We're going to save and we're going to try this. And then we're going to try turning up the volume. So what I'm trying to show you guys is playing with this live to get to work well. Because some people are like, I can't get my AI agents to work well. You absolutely can. HighLevel has the best AI voice agents you can find anywhere. So it's definitely not true. So now we're going to do mountain outdoor. I'm going to click new call.
Hello, you've reached Brighton and Sons Electric. How can I help you today? Just checking in. Are you still there? Let me know how I can.
Okay, she interrupted. But you see how it's like birds chirping? So now we're going to turn ambient sounds up so you can essentially see what it's sounding like. So new call.
Hello, you've reached Brighton and Sons Electric. How can I help you today? Just checking in.
You hear that?
Are you still there?
So see how we can tweak it, and then we can go to call center. We can click save, new call, start web call.
Hello, you've reached Brighton and Sons Electric. How can I help you today?
Hey, I'm good. So that is like way too loud. You hear people like typing in the back. So ambient sound should only be 1 to 0.5. We don't want it too loud. Again, but you can pick any of these you want and then you're good to go. So I'm only going to go through one more thing because I have one more thing to show you after this. But you can play with everything. I mean, you guys are seeing right now. And it's super handy the way HighLevel did this because you can do web call, test, web call, test key. With the old builder, you had to click out, tweak, call, click out. It was a nightmare. This, we got side by side, test, boom, we're good to go. Beautiful. HighLevel always fixes their stuff. Now we're going to do voice speed. So right now, let's test voice speed.
Hello, you've reached Brighton and Sons Electric. How can I help you today?
Okay. Now we're going to go all the way up to 2. This thing is like rapid fire.
Hello, you've reached Brighton and Sons Electric. How can I help you today?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi there. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? What can I help you with today?
Good. Can I book 10 appointments?
We can definitely help you book appointments.
Okay, you see how just coked out it is? Okay, now we're gonna go to voice speed all the way down to 0 or 0.5. I guess can't go to 0. We're gonna save. New call. Start web call.
Hello, you've reached Brighton and Sons Electric.
Horrible. So yeah, we don't want that. What we want to have is right around 1. But again, you're gonna want to play with language and this to test. And if you guys are in different language, you can tweak these to test. So I'll show you right now. We got hope. Let's change hope into German. Okay, so we're gonna save this and I'll show you. It'll just test right here so you guys can see it.
Hallo, Sie haben Brighton and Sons Electric around.
See, no, that's Spanish. Never. Yeah, but you see what I'm saying. I'm trying to just show you the point. We got all different kinds of languages. You can just switch, and we'll go to Japanese. It's pretty cool. And it'll basically go through and show you live what they sound like and how you can tweak. Because the world's big.
こんにちは、ブライトン&サンズエレクトリックです。本日はどのようなご用件でしょうか?
Konnichiwa. See how cool that is, though? That actually had an accent. It's not just it's actually sounding like the legit language. And then again, guys, the voices. Always play with voices. Oh, wow. It actually changed the name. Okay, we're going to go back. Yeah, there's just so much here. But you can tweak, test, and do all this other stuff. So you guys, I hopefully see just how powerful this is. And guys, if you have questions, drop them down below. And guys, I love to create videos that go super in depth like this and show you the testing because this is what I do. I'm not just giving you random shit. I'm trying to show you the best way to get these things on HighLevel dialed in, whether it be voice agents, automations. I like to show you so you can actually do what I do. That's why this stuff works so well. So that's essentially how to do AI voice agents in a nutshell. I showed you all that. The last thing I want to show you is AI voice widgets so you can connect these through a website. So we're going to come out here and we're going to go right down to sites and we're going to pick our website. So if you don't know what the AI voice widget is, it's this thing right here. You can basically enable your website to speak via plugging in an AI agent. Very simple. So all we need to do this, and by the way, I have full tutorials that go really in depth on this. So ask for the chat widget tutorial I'll send to you. We're just going to click new and we're going to come right to voice AI. Okay. You're going to put in the name. We're going to do Maria. Okay, very simply. And all we're going to do is we're going to come to agent, make sure Maria is selected, come right in there, and then we're good to go. Now, obviously, we can edit the picture, the name, and do a bunch of other stuff for the sake of this video. I'm not going to be going over that. I'm just going to be showing you the fastest way to get this on your Webby. But I have a tutorial if you're interested, and I can send it to you. But then we're going to come back. We're going to go right back to websites. Once we did that, we're going to click it, click settings, click chat widget, click Maria, click save, okay? Preview the website, and then boom, there we have Maria connected. And we can click call, and you'll see right here.
Hello, this is Brighton and Sons Electric. How can I help you today?
Good, Maria. Goodbye. See how awesome that is? So that's pretty much it, guys. Pop it in and you are good to go. So thanks for watching. I seriously appreciate it. I hope you got value. Make sure you snag both of these free prompts down below. If you're interested in Go High Level and getting access to my amazing free community, click the link down below and check it out. If you have questions, drop them in the comments down below. But most importantly, make sure you watch the video that pops up at the end of this one, because it's going to go over the outbound caller in the AI voice agents in High Level. Very important, okay? And that video is going to go really in depth to show you how to convert. So thanks again for watching, and make sure you watch the video that pops up at the end of this one.